Hello Libra, welcome to your December 2016 Love and General Tarot card reading. First of all, I'd like to extend a very sincere apology for my lateness in getting these videos out. I was in Bali for 30 days and I had truly one of the most soul-searching and humbling experiences of my life there on that amazing island, and hopefully the sincerity of my experiences can come out. I learned a lot about humility and gratitude and just humanity in general, and I'm so happy to be here with you, and thank you for being here with me. I'm truly blown away at the experience of this YouTube channel, and I'm not the biggest one, but I'm so grateful to all of you that come back and participate. And anyway, I'm gonna start getting teary-eyed, but thank you. So anyway, let's move on before I start getting too emotional. We'll do Libra love first, and I'm gonna do something a little bit different with the generals, and I'll explain when I get there, okay? So love reading, love energies for Libra. One more. Knight of Swords, the Emperor, Temperance, Ace of Swords, Four of Swords, Fool, Queen of Wands, Chariot, and the Eight of Wands. Not the most romantic reading, okay? Not to start that off with a negative note. Doesn't mean it's a bad reading. I'm seeing a lot of excitement, a lot of change with the Knight of Swords in the center of the reading. Very much the core energy that you might be experiencing now is I feel like maybe you are pushing for change. I feel like maybe you are aggressively trying to get to that next point, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. The only thing that I can see that might be working against you are these energies here. And I feel like when this one first came out, I didn't feel that it was you. I felt that this was someone else, your partner. I felt very strongly when this came out that this was you. Okay, Queen of Wands. This to me is someone that cannot be pushed. Okay, so your excitement and your passion that you found for life, whether it's this month or recently, or that you will find, in this excitement to get things done and to talk to people and to communicate, and it's very very, very fast. And this is someone that has so much security and so much experience in life and so much success in their own way. Okay, maybe not financial success or career success, but the success of their experiences in life. They do things at their own pace. Okay, and I also kind of see you working against yourself a little bit with this Queen of Wands, because this is a very brash energy. It's not thinking things through. It's not, it's just bleh, out there, and it's so, the only word that's coming to my mind is excited, and it's high vibration, which is great, and it's very attractive. But the Queen of Wands, even though she's very active and progressive, and she's action oriented, there's a logic to her. There's logic and understanding. She takes steps purposefully and meaningfully, whereas this energy just moves for the sake of moving and goes for the sake of going and talks for the sake of talking without a real purpose behind it. So I'm seeing a little bit of an internal battle with the Chariot here. Okay, there's like the logic versus passion here, and the do versus don't, and that whole thing, which I talk about like every month. Because we always go through that, right? There's always something that doesn't match up or doesn't line up, and our vibrations can be different within us. Our desires and our abilities, may change. And I see you taking on, or, really the queen sort of winning over the knight, because she is a queen, she is stronger, and she is more a compatible partner with this person. I feel that this is maybe your significant other or someone that you are interested in. This is someone that is very peaceful. Look at the energies surrounding them, the Four of Swords, which is about introspection and meditation and thoughtfulness and quiet solitude and taking a step back. Okay, again, a very opposite energy, taking a step back and really thinking things through. You have Temperance here, which is that equilibrium. For me, these are total opposite energies. These are total opposite energies. These are opposites. So there's a lot of opposing forces. There must be something going on with the planets, right? Where it's like we have this urge to move quickly, but yet the universe is holding us back in some way. Maybe something came to light, right? Maybe you had some type of experience that you really, really want to share, or you had some, so I feel like it's a very groundbreaking moment for you, or a very earth-shattering realization, right? It's an epiphany. And it's something that you want to share, and it's something that you want to pursue and to encompass and to embrace and bring others into it and share, but yet it's hard to get other people totally on board with this aha moment, right? This is meant specifically for you. It's only for you, right? And sometimes you want to share that. And I think that that's kind of more what you're doing is you have this excitement and this, like the Fool, right? You're pushing yourself, you're moving forward, you're trying to get other people to come along with you, and you're ready to just jump off that cliff, but yet you're kind of battling with your partner. Not battling, I'm not going to use that word. You're at odds with the logic behind this. You're at odds with how you go about doing this, how you go about moving in this direction, okay? You want to just pick up and go. You want to take those next steps. But the Queen of Wands, okay, and she's much more methodical, like I said, much more purposeful and meaningful. She might be holding you back. You really are kind of like, ugh. And I think you're a lot in your head right now. And there's so much you want to share and so much you want to express, but yet your partner is just not there. I mean, their mindset is in a totally different place. Therefore, you are being forced almost to sort of take the lead, okay? The question is how can you have a moment like this? How can you have a realization or an epiphany like this? And how can you like jump off this cliff and bring this person along with you when they are so stable and they are so comfortable standing still and they are so rooted, right? I mean, look, he's not getting up and going anywhere anytime soon. He's very happy to just be where he is, male or female, doesn't matter. And you're fighting an emperor, right? A major arcana. You're fighting against this force that is so heavy and is in this personality that is so pungent. Okay, it's so thick and dense and so it just is what it is. I know that you cannot change this person. There's a stubbornness, there's a temper, there's personality quirks with that emperor, and you trying to get them to jump off a cliff with you is like, how do you go about doing it, right? How do you share this excitement, or how do you share this epiphany that you have with someone? How do you bring them on this journey with you? All right, now, I don't really know why this message is speaking to me in this way. To me, I'm kind of saying the words and it almost doesn't make sense. Hopefully it makes sense to you, Libra. But I see movement here. Okay, I'm going to pull out one more card. I know I normally do 3, but I'm going to pull out one more card with this reading. I don't know what this means. I don't know where this direction, where this is headed or where this is going. But this card is very much about communication. It's very much about swift change. There's fast moving motions here. Okay, even the Ace. There's fast moving motions and there's slow moving motions. But this tells me that there will be some transformation. Wands are about transformation. They are about change and action and movement, especially the 8. The 8 of Wands is the card of movement, no doubt about it. So wherever it is that you are, wherever it is that you want to go, I see a channel opening for you. I don't quite know what that is. I think that this strategy side of the Queen of Wands will really kick in. And she will be the vehicle through which you connect this energy and this energy. This is you. This is the channel through which you can connect and then to which you meet a middle ground. So you almost like tap in to your Queen of Wands self. How can you relate to this person? How can you speak on their level? It's almost like a little bit of a game. It's almost like manipulation, okay? I'm not saying to manipulate your partner, but sometimes it's about getting it to be about their idea or getting it to be about their epiphany. And this is you strategizing. How can you get them to see it this way? How can you get them to understand it this way? How can you get them to feel what I'm feeling in order to kind of get the thing that I need or the change that I'm craving or that I desire? How can I bring this person on this ride with me? All right, and it does take a lot of strategy and introspection and thinking about things, and it's a very quiet place of mind, cooling off this energy and becoming a little bit more strategic, okay? So very strange reading, not romantic. I don't know what this is. I don't know how this is going to speak to you. Hopefully it speaks to you in some way. Not bad, not good. Sometimes it's just something we go through. You know, when we are experiencing a change in our life and we want our partner to come along with us, how do we get them to come along with us when they're so unlikely to change? You know, and I see this person as being very happy with where they are, being very happy with how things are, and the world, the beginning and the end. A cycle, okay? I think that where you're at is a really great place, okay? This exciting new, like I said, a high vibration. You're thrilled, you're ecstatic. Things are, you know, exciting for you. And I think things will come full circle. I see a sense of completion in this project. Now, whether it works or not, I think will vary depending on couples and relationships and chemistry in general. But I think that there will be an outcome that you will be that will be satisfying for you, okay? Whether it's what you want or not, may or may not, you know, I don't know, but satisfaction nonetheless, okay? So what I'm going to do now for the generals, and I've never done this before. I do this in my private readings, but for these, I'm going to use a totally different deck, and I'm going to lay the additional 9 directly on top. It's kind of like the triple cross that a lot of readers do with the Celtic cross spread. But, you know, I just kind of felt like too often the generals was so interconnected with a lot of the energies, not necessarily the romantic energies, but just a lot of the energies in general from the love spread. So it makes sense for me to kind of try to see them working together, because, you know, our love life is not it's not always compartmentalized that easily, you know. So let's do this. So now we have the King of Pentacles that popped out, and we have the 7. Oh goodness, I'm so sorry. I just totally smacked my camera. The Seven of Pentacles that came, or Seven of Swords, I'm sorry, that came out, which means these are ready to come out. Knight of Pentacles now. Queen of Wands reverse this time, and direct opposite. King of Cups reverse. Judgment, interesting. Ace of Cups. And now the World again, but in a reversal. King of Pentacles. Again, you, right? I mean, it's in the center of the spread. It's very much about your steadiness. And I think a little bit of the suppression. Right now, knights, which knight here, and kings are not as emotionally balanced as queens, which is coming out here. Queens are a little bit more in tune with what's going on inside of them. Kings a little bit more in tune with what's going on in the social realm. Knights kind of still being in an evolutionary period. So you're kind of maybe at a point or a position where emotionally you just don't quite know how to handle something, which is bringing it more to the intellectual side, the more logical side of your mind, you know, the more logical side of your heart kind of thing, and not being so driven by emotion, which can be a good thing, can also be a bad thing, depending on what it is. Now, here we have, okay, the King of Cups reverse directly on top of the Four of Swords. This is not someone that you can appeal to through emotion. It's not someone that you can speak to through, this is the way it makes me feel. No, this is someone I think that often manipulates situations. That can often be, I'm going super negative here. I'm not calling your partner this. I'm not calling your friends or your parents this. They can be really good at using your emotions against you, using your guilt to get you to do things. And I think that there might even be some using, okay, your fear and your doubts against you, right? And kind of, I feel that there's a working against you, even though you are very much wanting them to be on board. It's almost like there's like a really severe stubborn streak, a really severe temper, and a lot of negativity actually around this person. And I don't really quite know why I'm seeing that. But I mean, severe stubbornness for sure. And I think it's going to cause you to feel a little bit dampened. Now, I'm seeing change in the end of that last spread, okay? And I'm seeing the Ace of Wands. So I am seeing opportunity. I'm seeing opportunity for growth and building new roots, all right? But the Ace of Cups reverse, all right, there is a very prominent message of lack of emotion or suppressed emotions. I'm afraid that you might be, what's the word? Catering to someone else. I'm afraid actually you might be being manipulated a little bit, and catering to someone else's needs and someone else's desires. Even though there's something that came into your life that I feel you're very excited about, that you feel very optimistic about, and yet you're being forced to suppress your emotions. Queen of Wands reversed now with the Ace of Cups reversed. You're being forced or being manipulated into feeling guilty for feeling the way you feel, or feeling, and like I said, I feel like you kind of need to manipulate this person into getting them to do what you want. But then there's that stubbornness in them making you feel guilty for doing things. So there's like it's a really frustrating dynamic. And even the healthiest of couples can go through this, okay? Again, it's not detrimental to your relationship. And this could really be in any area of your life. You know, it could be, you know, dealing with stuff with the holidays and dealing with the stress of the holidays. You want to do something and they don't want to do it. And they don't want you to talk them into wanting to do it, you know? And there could just be little jabs at one another, and it can be really dampening to your spirit. You know, it can really be frustrating and sad. But at the same time, we do have this judgment here, which is about awakening. It is about a rebirth and coming out of the darkness. All right, and I'm going to pull one more card now. I don't really see a need to speak so much more about this, because I do feel that the message is similar, although this is coming out a little bit more negative. I don't know why specifically. The stubbornness is really coming out. So if you are dealing with a really stubborn partner at this point in time, keep your head up. All right, there's no need for you to feel dampened. There's no need for you to feel suppressed, because I think that the Ace of Wands, which is an opportunity for you to take action, will come into play. And there is movement here. All right, there is completion. Even though this is in reverse, there is a sense of completion here with the World. All right, although it might not happen as quickly as you would like. Issues might not resolve as quickly as you would like. But let me see here. Again, not detrimental to relationships or to forming new relationships. I don't necessarily see that if you're not in a relationship that someone new will come in. I really don't see that. I think this speaks more to, you know, families and to people and family members. Okay, some of you might be dealing with a father or a mother that is quite stubborn and quite frustrating and kind of pulling that guilt on you. Why aren't you coming home for the holidays? Or, you know, a boss, well, I really need you to work, but you're trying to get them on board with letting you out. You know, like, it can speak in so many ways. It doesn't have to be your partner or your romantic situation, okay? And the situation will resolve itself. It always does. Okay, and the Empress. Okay, so now here's a true partner for the Emperor, a true connection for that Emperor, right? Someone who has the ability to create. I always say she creates life, because, you know, a pregnant woman, right, she creates life. But life in this case can be Ace of Wands. She can create these opportunities. She can create these channels or these corridors or these solutions to the problems. This speaks to you that someone is, you know, guilting you into working over the holiday season. I know I'm using a really basic example, but someone guilting you into something or being unwilling to budge. Here's you stepping up to the plate and saying, you know what? I really think that we could do X, Y, and Z if A, B, and C happens today. Okay, and here's the solution. Here's how it would work. This is a solution provider. Same Queen of Wands, very similar, a solution provider. It's about strategy. And I'm going to use the word manipulation, manipulating this other person into seeing it your way. Libras are very good at that, and you're very logical, and you cater to the logical side in others. You cater to, you know, it's like so logical that they can't argue against it. You know what I mean? And even though they may be really unwilling to budge, and they may be trying to, you know, prevent you from a little bit of happiness in your life, and prevent you from growing, and prevent you from exploring, and yada, 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 I don't think you're going to lose that excitement. Okay, you just gotta push it aside and cater to that logical side of them, right? So to just get them where they cannot say no, kind of thing. I don't advocate playing games in work or with family or in relationships. It's not what I'm saying, but sometimes you do need, in order to get what you want, you do need to verbalize those things, and you need to provide backup. You need to provide reasons why you want them, why it's important to you, and how it can benefit other people, right? I mean, it's just nature of love and nature of life. And you should have the things you want this month, the things that make you feel like this Fool and excited, and like this Knight of Swords that is so, you know, just like happy and focused, and so has such a strong buzzing desire for something, and you should have it, you know. And maybe it won't be the perfect solution, but you will find a solution nonetheless. Okay, so I don't know. Hopefully that makes sense for you. To me, that makes no sense. I'm Libra ascending, and I normally, normally the Libra kind of thing, speaks very well to me, but it didn't really this month. So hopefully it does make sense for you guys, for the rest of you Libras out there. And I wish you nothing but the best, okay? Happy holidays. And thank you so much again for being here. And I'll see you next month. Bye.